Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So, yeah, as we started yesterday with our South African stocks, so I just want to actually go through something as we are going to talk about stocks going further. So, before I even buy, before I even choose some of these companies that we are going to buy, local companies, by the way, we will also add other companies which are performing very well, even though they are not South Africans. But there is this thing actually that I've saw where people say once you buy the stocks, some they say you should, they are quite specific to say buy Purple Group, buy Rebosses, buy Redefine, but I think they don't really explain some stuff, and I want to just explain very few things so that when we go further, you will be understanding why I'm buying this type of stock or shares for those companies. We are going to start small, by the way. I hope maybe you already saw the thumbnail. So the reason behind this is for people to understand, because I think some people, they just want to invest just because they hear people saying, oh, we just need to invest. Then they will say, what are the companies that we use in Vodacom, whatever. And at the end of the day, it's not really the case. We have to understand what's really happening. So I actually prepared something for you. So we are still going to talk about some other things besides this, what I'm talking. We're going to talk about small caps, medium caps, and large caps companies. We are going to talk about value stocks. We are going to talk about growth stocks, and there are many. There are like a lot of them. It's not only value and growth stocks. There are more than 10, you see. So there is value stocks, there's common stocks, there's preferred stocks. So at the moment, we're not going to talk about that. I just want to make you to understand the basics of understanding shares or how to get them right, even though we are starting here, but we have to get the basics right. It's not like you have to have money just to invest without understanding. For example, I used to see people saying, buy Rebosses, they made money 1 2 3, and I see that hype. I understand the hype. I can see here that hype actually what it was doing. Just look at this. Yes, that time it was going up, but if you check around the same time, I think it was around 2022, around January, where this company was starting to go down. Just look, and where it is, it's actually at the lowest level. So what I see is, what if you just kept buying? So you were just wasting your time because you were buying at the highest level. Remember the rule, you should buy low. Buy low, it means buy when these markets are quite lower. Even though you don't really understand the charts that much, but you will see that no, even though they say things are the same, these are not the same. You can see this is the highest level and this is the lowest. So it's much better to buy around this level than to buy here, because if you buy here, it means your shares or your funds were just going down on negative, you see. But if you buy at the lowest level, you will buy these shares at the lowest price. Lowest price is like discounted price, and the market doesn't really have enough energy to keep going down, and the market will end up going up, you see. And I never saw those people trying to show stuff like that. Unfortunately, they will say, I bought 1 2 3 because I saw MTN doing this and that. And to me, I think, yeah, but that was not the whole story. Can we go on the chart? Can we see maybe for 3 years how that company is performing? Because it was on an uptrend. Obviously, when you bought around this level, when maybe around 2021, Purple Group, it was going up. But after that, just because it was overbought, it has to go down. People, they were taking their profits, you see. But now we are not on that, but we're still going to talk about stuff like that. So now I just want people to understand that I have this simple rule that I actually trying to follow. So what are we going to do, or what I'm going to do is companies that I'm going to choose, they have to actually, I have to understand three things, right? But it's not only that three things. So let's go. We're just talking, guys. We're just talking. So remember, I'm not a professional. I'm not actually, and I'm not advising anyone to go buy stuff. I'm just helping you to analyze better. So this is what we have. Yes, we're gonna use easy equities to buy our stocks. But before we do that, we have to understand the economy, because let's say economy, or let's say South African economy, right? So what we're going to do here is, it's not like we have to go deeper and understand some stuff there, but if you want to make money one way or another, some of the things you have to understand. So for those economies, or let's say there's no companies or this whatever shares that we buy without economy. So now we have to understand, what are those companies which are going to perform very well when the economy is performing very well or very good. I will say, let me just hide this. But it's fine. I will say, when the economy is performing very good, right? We're going to have this table. So under this table, we have to have companies, right? So what are those companies that performs very good when the economy is performing very good? So under good here, you have to write those companies. Which are those companies which are going to perform very good when the economy is performing very good? The second one, I think you guessed it, it's obvious. When the economy is not really performing very well, let's say maybe there's pandemic, there is war, there is geopolitics, there is so much stuff, there is high inflation and stuff like that. What are those companies which are not going to perform very well? Then we write them. You see, this makes your job very easy, just to understand that things now are expensive, prices are going up. You see, there's companies which are going to suffer, and some companies closed down when things are bad. So when you start to say, I want to buy shares and stuff like that, remember, to make it in this, whatever the shares, it means you have to hold longer. So do you plan that what will happen next year? What if maybe things go bad next year? Whatever that you bought there will be going well or not. So we have to balance those. And we have the third companies which they don't really care whether it's bad or good. They just perform very well. So I will say, I don't know what I can say here. I will say they don't care. I will say neutral. I think neutral, it's good. So I will just place N there. It's neutral, right? So there's good companies that, there's companies which are going to perform very well when the economy is performing very well. And there are those companies which are not going to perform very well when the economy is not performing very well. And there are those companies which don't really care. So now when we buy, remember, we're just coming out of this pandemic, the high inflation is still higher. So I see people keep buying. That's why we see people groups still going down. But maybe we'll reach the lowest levels. But if you check Capitec now, it's flying. Inflation is higher. It's banks. They make rates. They make money from the rates or interest rates. People buy houses, people buy cars. So obviously they give them loans, right? So they have to make money. I'm not going to write those companies here, but I will be showing you on the next video because I don't really want to make this video very long. But if you are watching this video, don't forget to smash the subscribe button because we're going to have a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about. So those companies will be trying to go through them. Yes, I know after we compile this, we are still going to have, is this companies, let me clear that, we're going to have small companies or media, small companies, medium cap companies, and large companies. Like there are those companies which are big. Let's say Apple is quite big. Amazon is quite very big. Yes, I know that I'm not talking about maybe South African, but we will be trying to see their market cap. We will be going here and see what's really happening with these companies. We will know which one is which. And from there, we can decide. We can say, okay, MTN doesn't care. if maybe the economy is performing very well or not. It's just going up. Let's see, maybe in a year. I'm not saying it's performing very well. I'm just saying we're gonna go there and check if maybe things are performing very well or not, right? And we go on the other one and we just do the same, and that it won't even take long because we have top 40, we have top 50 or top 100 of those companies. So that will be making our job very easy. So when we say maybe we're buying or we're selling, we are going to actually doing that based on the companies that we see. So yes, we're gonna focus on, we're gonna check small, medium, big company or big or let's say large market caps companies. Yes, we're gonna do that. We're still gonna check dividends, companies or stocks. We're gonna check growth, and we're gonna check they say defensive stocks, like they don't really care whether maybe the government is performing very well or bad. So there are companies which are making money when things are going bad, like defense companies or arms deals companies. There are companies which we know that, no, these ones, they will stay here longer. Maybe let's say communication companies or stocks, right? So whether they go down or up, yes, we just have to know when is the right time to buy them. So for example, because I think I have MTN here, so I'll go on MTN and see where it is at the moment. This is a daily time frame, so you can see that this thing has been going down since 2022. We can see where it is. So I'm not showing you the whole thing, but I'm just trying to give you an idea where we are coming from. You can see it's now on 84 rands. So the highest was, I think the highest was 260, yeah, 260 something. So now it's like quite low. I think maybe the lowest was around 2020 here. It was 220 rand something, 25 rand. So you can see that now this is going actually lower, but we know very well that for these communication companies or companies, it's going to be difficult for them just to go bankrupt because there are so many people who are loyal to these companies. I'm using MTN since, I don't know, since like more than 10 years. And some people, they use other networks, but you can still see that it's those companies you buy and forget, you see. Yes, some stuff, they're going to happen, whatever. But just imagine if you bought your shares around 2022, most likely you're not making anything. And I see people say buy 1 to 3. Yes, I think around this time it might be a good time for people to buy or add on their stocks. But there are companies which are performing very well now. You see, did you buy them? Or maybe you thought maybe they were expensive. You see, so those are the stuff that we're gonna check. I saw Capitec because rates are higher. We see it's still on a very nice bullish move. So if we get it on the lowest level, yeah, we were just going to make money. You see, it's been going up. It's been going up. So these are the companies that we know that in the long run, one way or another, they're still gonna perform very, very, very well. And there are a lot of them. So, but we have to gather that information. Firstly, remember, good, bad, and neutral. Those companies that perform very well regardless of the economic condition. If the economy is performing very well, we know that, oh, these companies are going to go nice. But we have to know, because if we positions our stocks like that, we will know that, oh, now is that bad time, so it's good to buy these companies. And even if we can still hold other shares on the other companies, we can just try to balance our portfolios and add more on those other ones. Or maybe we can go on the neutral ones, which they don't really care. And we also have to talk about dividends, growth stocks, on those equations. You see, but at the end of the day, we will know that, no, we're ready. We are ready for anything. So that you don't really just buy and for more than 3 months, you are on a negative. But as we are going to start, I thought maybe this was going to be a good idea for me to say, let's see this. And once we discuss about that, once I show you that, once we start to go and say, you know what, I want to buy this, I want to buy that or this, then you will understand why I'm buying that or why I'm selling that. Some are just going to be for dividends. Some they're just going to be for growth. Some they're just going to say, oh, they perform very well when interest rates are higher. Some they don't really perform very well when the interest rates are higher. So we need to understand that. And yes, I saw that, yeah, so many people that were not talking about that. I wasn't like aggressively buying some stocks or something like that. So, but I think now we will be doing that slower. So I think as we start, this will be helping one or two people out there. But don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. So we'll have so many topics on the comment section. If maybe you want me to cover something, just let me know. Let me know, then I will be trying to go through that. Any idea about the stocks, I will be trying to cover that. Thank you very much. This is Kenzo, Xtrahot Forex. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.